There is a box on that side, on my right, your left-hand side, if you would like to recommend someone for the office of deacon. You fill that out. We go through this every year. The only difference is this year we're going to at the end of the calendar year rather than the beginning. So if you'll check that, please, that would be helpful to us. Brother McKenna's already announced about the meal. Let me explain how things are going to go. Right after the service, you're going to go out to the gymnasium for your meal. And you say, well, I forgot, didn't bring any food. Come on anyway. We'll just put a little more water in the soup. Come and join us. And then after the meal, there will be a brief family meeting. I've got some things that I want to talk to you about and that you're going to want to ask questions about. So a brief family meeting, very short, and then you're going to meet with your deacons. After that meeting, then we'll come back in here for an afternoon service rather than an evening service. So that's kind of how things are going to go. Someone said, well, what time is that afternoon service going to be? I don't have a clue. So I can't tell you. If you'll be back here at 3 o'clock, I don't know. Stay with us and then you won't miss any of it, all right? Now I hope you're taking, you've got a pencil and paper because I've got a bunch of names that I'm going to give you for prayer requests. Yesterday we had the unique and blessed experience of having the Liberian community come together to say goodbye to our brother Fred Beal. And it was a very interesting people all the way from New York, all the way from one town in Arizona. They all came from all over the place. And this building was packed out solid. I didn't know whether Mr. Kelly was even going to show up today. He worked very hard yesterday. But it was amazing to see their perspective on heaven and what it was about. When Fred died, he went to be with the Lord, and they testified to that. It was a great experience. A couple of prayer requests. First of all, Joe Mark is not doing well. He's progressing better than what they thought he would, but he was supposed to come home Friday, and he won't be home now for quite a while, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So pray for Joe that, first of all, he gets saved. Secondly, that the healing will take place. And pray for Joyce. How many of you have visited or been with loved ones in hospitals over a long period of time? How many of you know that that's exhausting? Yes. Absolutely exhausting. So please pray for Joyce. This is going to be just very difficult for her. Chris Mackay is going in for surgery Tuesday. He's pretending like everything's cool, but it's serious surgery. And he is going to be laid out for at least a month. So pray for Chris. Pat Ainsley's sister had quadruple bypass surgery. And so pray for her. Her name is?
I call her Dean.
Dean?
It's Geraldine, but I call her Dean.
Dean, okay. Pray for Dean. She's a believer. But quadruple bypass is tough stuff. So pray for her. Pat's going to be going down there this week to visit. Lanier Popoff is having open heart surgery, replacing 3 valves on September 23rd. Lanier is very frightened. Lanier's had open heart surgery before. She's afraid of the pain and afraid of all of this, and she's asking us to pray. So please remember her in prayer. Pastor Carson is going to have the same surgery that Chris is having, except it sounded like Pastor Carson's is going to be more serious. They're removing 3 feet of his colon. And so that's going to happen on September 28th. We've been praying now for 3 weeks for Walt Nesbitt. This morning, God took him home. He had a good day on Thursday. Thursday night, had another major heart attack, and this morning he went home to be with the Lord. Pray for Dorothy Lewis. It's her father. Pray for Dorothy Lewis during this time. It's under the best of circumstances. Losing someone close to you is very difficult. So pray for her, for the family, and for the activities. I do not have any details on any of the particulars where the funeral is going to be. Don't know any of those. They'll be over in Jersey somewhere, but don't know for sure where. So if you would just pray, send them a card. Just tell them you're praying for her during this particular time. That would be a blessing to her.